It's 10th of October, BV's birthday, and this year we decided to have some fun on this occasion as we all were really bored due to COVID-19 restriction of movement. After doing some research on the nearby places where we could go, we found that Uttarakhand has lifted their restriction of travel and are welcoming tourists. So we decided to do a bike trip towards Rishikesh as it is not only peaceful but also a place of so many other activities like rafting, jungle trekking, and many natural sightings, including some beautiful waterfalls. After checking with few of my friends, we found some more buddies who joined us on this trip, including my cousin and one of my old school friend, and the journey began. As a mode of transport, I had my Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 and my cousin was on his Pulsar 220. We started the journey at 7 a.m. in the morning on 10th of October, filled our tanks and headed towards Delhi Meerut highway. After riding around 120 km, we stopped at a very small dhaba in a village and had our breakfast. The pakoras were really amazing here. I wish I could tell you the location, but my action camera died after 60-70 minutes and we had to use our phone until it gets charged back. We reached Haridwar around 12:30 pm and it took another 90 minutes to reach our camp because there was huge traffic jam due to the weekend. So one suggestion, if you are planning to come to Rishikesh now, plan your trip on weekdays. You will get lesser traffic. Also, the tourist places will be less crowded. We reached our camp called Stay in Camp at 2 pm and were really tired, but the moment we witnessed the beauty of the surroundings, half of our tiredness just vanished. We freshened up and went to the small river stream near the camp. The cold water felt so soothing and the aura was so peaceful. We captured some really amazing pictures there. The time just flew there and we came back to the camp to relax and have the evening snacks. Tea, pakoras and peanut salad were served. Evening activities included bonfire, music, badminton and cricket. Besides this, you could also relax in the swimming pool. Then have a dinner which included chicken curry, matar paneer, dal, rice, roti and raita. A typical Indian dinner, nothing fancy. It's October and the temperature was pretty nice, neither cold nor hot. The day too was going to be fun and tiring at the same time because we had our plates full for that day. Early morning was welcomed with a beautiful sunrise. I always sleep like a baby whenever I visit a mountain and this time was no exception. We had our breakfast of aloo puri, bread butter and tea before leaving for the nearby waterfall called Neer Jharna or Neer Waterfall. It is almost 7 km from the camp and we took our bikes to reach there. Roads here are nice in most parts, but wherever it is not, government of Uttarakhand is working on it. We reached Neer Fall around 11 am. You can take your bags and other stuffs with you, but there are staff who will check your belongings. So if you want to avoid all the checking, you can submit your bags and helmets to the nearby shop and they charge only rupees 20 for it. Like all the other waterfall, this one is also beautiful. However, we found it too much crowded than we had anticipated. Social distancing was the subject which everyone ignored. There are few shops at the waterfall and you can have some really amazing Maggie here. Regardless of the beauty of the place, we had to leave the scene because of the swarm of people. We decided to look for some more peaceful places and we found out that there are two more waterfalls, but they are very small in comparison to this one. Almost 700 meters ahead from Neer waterfall, we found another fall, and it was pretty isolated. There was not a single person there, probably because it was a small one and other people did not want to leave the main site because it was the prime attraction there. But we did not go there to see more people. We have them in large number in Delhi. We went there to relax and feel the beauty of the nature. And that's exactly what we found at this small waterfall. Check out the pictures and videos. Around 1 pm, we decided to head back to the camping site as it was time for our lunch. On our way back, we decided to check with local tour and travel agents for the cost of river rafting, which is the most famous thing to do if you are in Rishikesh. The prices ranges somewhere between rupees 500 to 400 per person. After booking the rafting, we came back to the camp. Post our lunch, we geared up for the rafting. Few members in the group were really excited as it was their first time. We went to Shivpuri, which is the starting point of river rafting. We were briefed about our safety measures and commands to follow by the instructor who would be there in the raft to lead us. I had done rafting 2-3 times before this one, but every time I boarded the raft, I could feel the same excitement and the adrenaline in me. With a wide smile on our faces, we started rowing into the waters. The instructor was very engaging with us and was letting us know what to do at every turn. At first, the other family who was there in the raft with us were little nervous, but right after the very first tide in the water, they were confident and enjoying the ride. It was also the first time for my wife, and I could hear a giggle right behind me after every tide. Check out some actions. Body surfing in the white water is another major activity to do if you are going for rafting. On your instructor's command, you just jump into the cold water and float holding the raft when the water is calm. Trust me when I say this that it is therapeutic. You just lay on your back in the water, look at the sky and enjoy the view. And don't worry, the life jacket will keep you floating all the time. It will not only relax your body but all your senses too. However, the water is very cold and I would not suggest longer duration in it in this weather. And some tides are back to back, so you don't actually get a lot of time to body surf. Every instructor has an action camera mounted on their helmet to capture the entire experience, and you can get the footage from them if you agree to pay for it. The price ranges between rupees 800 to rupees 1200 depending on your negotiation. Once you settle the cost, you can divide the amount between the people in the raft. Generally, there are 8 people in one raft, and if you pay rupees 800 for the footage, each individual pay only rupees 100, which in my opinion is an amazing deal. The trip ended just before Lakshman Jhula and we loved every part of it. We took some pictures and then they took us back to Shivpuri in their vehicle where we parked our bikes. From there, we head back to the camp, freshen up, had the evening tea and relax. After such a busy day, we all were a little tired, and best way to relax in the mountain is bonfire, light music and whiskey or whatever poison you prefer. Anyways, we had our dinner and went to sleep. and it was one of the best nap in my recent time. Next morning, we woke up as a new person, relaxed, rejuvenated, and ready to head back to Delhi. We had our breakfast and left for Delhi at 10 a.m. on 12th October. But while we were on our bikes, we decided to explore Haridwar a little. It was just 40 kilometers from our camp. Traffic was lesser compared to the weekend, but the crowd was huge. There were people everywhere. We instantly regretted coming there. But we were already there, so we decided to visit the market, and which was again not a good idea as we were on our bikes. The gullies are so narrow that even walking was hard, and we were riding there. See the video. Anyways, we left Haridwar after clicking some pictures and headed towards Delhi. The Indian highways in this region are okay in most part, but wherever it's bad, it's really bad. And it took us more than 6 hours to reach Delhi. We reached home at 4:45 p.m. in the evening. The conclusion. Considering this was my first bike ride to a mountain, I think it went really well. Rishikesh is a nice hill station with a lot of things to offer. You can go for trekking, you can visit waterfalls, you can relax in the river stream and do the rafting. In my opinion, you should must visit here. Thank you everyone for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one. Till then, this is Pike 101 saying adios.